standing room only inside Sovereign Bank Arena here in Trenton, New Jersey for the 2003 primetime shootout, but more specifically for LeBron James and the St. Vincent St. Mary basketball team as they get set to take on Westchester High School out of Los Angeles. St. Vincent St. Mary, the top-ranked team in the country, gentlemen.
The advantage goes to LeBron and his team. They are accustomed to this road trip and the touring and the entourage and the hotel security. It's a little different with this other club.
And the thing that's so amazing about LeBron, he thrives on this type of energy. Some guys all of a sudden go into a cocoon because of all the attention. Not so with him. He thrives on it and seems to elevate his game when all of a sudden everything else is surrounding him.
And you heard in the piece, they talked about, I'll show you when I feel like showing you. I can turn it on and off when I want, but you know, he doesn't disappoint.
Guys, obviously LeBron ultra talented as a player, but one of the more impressive things, his teammates and his coaches love playing with LeBron James.
Comes out, listen to this roar.
Marcus Johnson trying to find a teammate, no reason, but his pass knocked out of bounds. Last touched by the Fighting Irish. LeBron James trying to make his presence felt on the defensive end right off the bat. So around the horn. Now they give it to LeBron James. Turns and faces just inside the arc. And the first bucket on the night for LeBron James. And
see, he wants the ball, and they're conceding to him right now because he wants to put on a show.
You see Reese playing off of him. You got to get out and challenge James. He knocks down back-to-back deep shots on the left wing.
And that's a three-point field goal for LeBron James. A quick 5 points for him.
It's competitive.
7-0 run for the Fighting Irish.
And Spiro, his competitive nature. He's talking to the guy who's guarding him.
Foul a minute ago called on Trevor Ariza. His first personal. Brown, lazy pass, trying to find Cutley. It's taken by James. Attacks. And a gorgeous dribble drive and finish with the right-handed.
You got the adrenaline going, and all of a sudden now you start settling in, having to play basketball.
And LeBron James left open.
They look just alike.
Just not as thick and strong as James.
And speaking of being strong, James.
There's that strength. That's the difference right now.
Dangerous pass. Ariza trying to save it. Fight for it, and it's taken by Travis James. One-on-one into the lane. And a right-handed finger roll finish. Westchester now applying some light full court pressure defense. James in the backcourt. Down to 2 seconds. James has to fire it up. And he banks it home.
How do you allow him to get the ball?
Well, as soon as he caught.
And they're half-court set. Now James back to the basket. Into the lane. Right-handed finish. Gets a cotton screen. Dribbles top of the arc. Jones left open. A three-pointer. Now LeBron James works one-on-one against Ariza. The pull-up jumper outside. It's a 2-point field goal.
Boy, he's been impressive from the perimeter.
23 for LeBron James. Here's a Westchester turnover. Chance for the Fighting Irish to build on a 9-point cushion. Johnson down low.
That's what they all came to see, the athleticism of LeBron James. Around yourself with some people to keep people away. We talked about his teammates sometimes creating a cocoon and keeping him inside.
LeBron James left open. The high-arcing rainbow offering swishes through the nets.
He's going to get 50.
Oh, yeah. Dave Telp, one of the finest guys that does all the recruiting analysis on guys. He put the under-over yesterday on 38. He was right on. I mean, you knew that he was going to come out and do something special, but 30 points with still a minute left to play in the first half. I mean, come on.
Well, the sad part for Westchester is that he sat out. So he's now angry. He's coming back with a vengeance, and he's trying to prove something to everybody, including everyone in the building.
Here's James, a couple three-pointer. It's good.
That's not fair. He's a little riled up and taking it out on Westchester right now. And needs the same start to the second half as they had to start the game.
Oh! More showtime. LeBron James soaring through the air as he jams it home. Let's line into some trouble. And the Fighting Irish give it right back. Ariza loses the handle. James. Oh my goodness. His head was about a foot over the rim.
Oh! Look at the crowd. Did you see the entire building stand up at one time?
Give me a timeout. Give me a timeout.
Young guy's got some hops as he gets up. Back-to-back jams by LeBron James. And this place is speechless right now.
Check out his mom. Back to back. Here it is again. Look at how high he gets up. The floor. Flight 2-3.
37 for LeBron James. The three-point offering is short by Gerard Moret. Here's James going to the left hand. That's 39 points for LeBron. His career high is 50. By Scott Cutler. The no-look offering by LeBron James, and there you see the unselfishness.
And that's what he does best. He's got court vision. He's 2 passes ahead of everybody. Only getting up the court.
Spent the last 10 minutes in the air.
Falling away.
Maybe he's not that tired. Oh, my.
Making 42 points and counting.
See, James creates such a hoopla when he has the ball.
No, they're a terrific team.
Here's James back into the game. Nearly lost it, stays with it. And he puts it down with the left hand. Again, shot.
Offensive end.
He's got one of those games that you just shake your head.
Oh, yeah.
James now at 44. He can build on that total. One-on-one. Jump stop.
Wow. You can't handle me, and I'm going to let you know about it.
Right.
Here's James down low, lays it up and in very gently with both hands. 49 points for LeBron. Saw the shooting.
Try something, huh? He's got 50. Small, big, I don't think it matters.
James guarded by McClinton. Falling away baseline, and why not? And he has now surpassed his career high, 52 points for LeBron James. We'll get a timeout. The night has belonged to LeBron James and his St. Vincent St. Mary team. A huge lead over Westchester.
Again, the career high.
52 points tonight for LeBron James. The 5th time that he has eclipsed 40 points in his high school career. 21 of 35. And he was 6 of 10 rather from three-point distance. A dazzling performance by the 18-year-old LeBron James.
And from start to finish, he got out defensively, a couple deflections, scored it in transition, and he never let up.
Here comes the mom.
Gloria James showing a lot of similarities to Allen Iverson's mother.
Yep.
Similar relationship between James and his St. Mary, 78, and Westchester, 52. A show-stopping performance by LeBron James, a career high for him tonight, 52 points. And he leads the Fighting Irish, the nation's top-ranked high school team, to a big victory here in the 25th annual Primetime Shootout. Tape